Hey guys, Safety Dave here. So today we're going to talk about navigating your safety bulletin board that is located in your dry shack. All right, so let's take a look at the safety bulletin board. I got one set up here. So you'll notice on the top your workers' rights notices put out to employees by Labor and Industries. So you'll have a lot of good pertinent information here. You'll have information regarding, wage, which we're not too worried about, workers' meals, rest breaks, equal pay opportunities. You have paid sick leave, information regarding that, and what to do in the event of an emergency, or if you have to file a complaint, or how to file a claim. So all that information is in there. There's a lot of websites that you can go to and refer to. So if you get a chance, look at it. You'll also notice a QR code here for the Division of Occupational Safety and Health, or DOSH website. So you can go in there, and if you ever need help navigating that, let me know. I've gotten pretty proficient at it. Okay, next over here, since we're still we'll be at the end of summer till September 30th. So between May 1st and September 30th are kind of the hot seasons. So we have a chart here, what to do, how to prevent heat-related illness. But like I said, after September 30th, that kind of comes down, and then we get into cold weather. So here I have a Bellevue Plaza field supervision contact list. This was given to us by GLY. So if you ever need to talk to any of them, it's a QR code, and it'll come up with all their contact information, phone numbers. You have kind of an instructional on how, from the CDC, how to stop the spread of germs, and particular to COVID-19 and the coronavirus. All right, down here, I've included the new ANSI A92.2 standards, particularly the A92.22 and 24 standards that we reviewed recently. And if you haven't reviewed that, let me know, and I can get you caught up on those new standards. But it's just kind of put out by Jeannie. It's just kind of at a glance, what has changed in those standards and how they pertain to our work with this use of MUPs, or mobile elevating work platforms, scissor lifts and boom lifts. All right, next I want to go down to the corner here. In the corner, you have on-site health and safety. This is a vendor that we use that can come on site, and they are allowed on Bellevue Plaza and on most sites. Like GLY uses them as well. So, and if you ever need them to come out to just kind of something you may not want to go to the hospital for, but you feel you need medical treatment, we can have them come on site. Just talk to your site supervisor on coordinating that, because he's got to coordinate with the GC to get them out there. Next, you have a little placard down here next to that sign regarding how to inspect wire cables, or rigging. This is really important. If you get a chance, take a look at that. Kind of things to look for, corrosion, bird caging, broken wires, and in one rope lay how many, it kind of goes into that a little bit. So check that out. Let me know. And if you see any improvements you'd like to see, or information you'd like to see on this board, let me know, and we'll try to get that for you. All right, next we have on the bottom, next to that wire rope inspection, we have the GLY site, where the GLY office is, how to access it from 107th. And we have the 106th, so kind of like a satellite view of the job site. You got Main Street down there, where to access Gate 1, it doesn't have the rally point, but it just kind of like a logistics for the site. All right, up above that, you'll notice, and this is kind of part of this training video, you'll notice a training video placard with a bunch of QR codes. What that is various videos I've made, such as this one. If you're curious about something, how to set up the ratchet anchor strap, where to use your nanolog versus your leading edge lanyard, you'll be able to pull your phone up, read those QR codes, and it'll take you to the Walters and Wolf YouTube channel, and you can watch those instructional videos. All right, next, up above that, you have our current first aid certified employees on site. If you do have your current first aid card and your name is not on the list, please let me know, and we can get you added. I'll also need to see a copy of that cert card so we can add it to your employee file. Next to that, you'll see the assembly or the rally area in the event of an emergency. So remember, listen for those horn blasts, or if you're instructed to, evacuate the site, that's where you're going to go. And it's actually right in front of the Rite Aid across the street that's 106th. So that's to the east of the job site. So you're going to go to the east of the job site, and we'll rally right in front of the Rite Aid. Remember, your site superintendent is your emergency coordinator. So when we evacuate to that site, make sure you check in with him to let him know that you successfully evacuated the site. Okay, next to that, we have an emergency procedures placard. So this is just kind of all the hospitals in the near area. And feel free, if you have to go to the hospital and your site supervisor, remember to never go alone, always go with your supervisor. But if you have to get taken to the hospital, feel free to take this placard of all the hospitals so that you can give family and friends the address of where you're at and phone numbers and whatnot. So next to that, you'll see our own personal Walters and Wolf site information and contacts. So it has the site name, Bellevue Plaza. It has the GCGLY. It has the site's address. It also has all of our phone numbers. It has the GLY superintendent, project engineers, safety senior director, has my number, has Brian's, Curtis's, Tom's, Steve Black, the project manager's number. So you can find those there if you ever need to talk to them. Right next to that, you have the SAPS placard. So the SAPS posts are kind of new to the industry, recently invented, and they are anchor posts. So they're guardrail posts. So you'll notice 2x4s in between them, and they're only going to be at where our loading platforms are on the job. So you'll notice them, and they have anchors on the bottom of the post. You can tie off to those anchors. They also unscrew out of the ground, so you can move the post. Just make sure you're tied off when exposing a leading edge. And then also, you'll notice on the ceiling above where those posts are, there's also anchors on the ceiling you'll be able to access. So the SAPS placard kind of gives an example of what those SAPS posts looks like. And actually, I've walked Bellevue Plaza, and they're actually not going to use the anchors on the bottom of the floor. They're going to use anchor tabs. So you'll see the SAPS post, and you can tie off to the SAP posts, but if you look on the ceiling above, you'll notice this anchor tab. So this will have rebar in it, so you'll be able to tie off to the ceiling above. And when we tie off to these, make sure that you use an anchor extender. And I have a video also on the YouTube page that shows how to use the anchor extenders. All right. Now, next to that, you have our safety quick card, and the safety quick card you'll notice on all the gang boxes. Let me know if your gang box doesn't have one, and it kind of outlines what we do during the day. It has beginning of shift tasks, it has during shift tasks, and end of shift tasks. And so basically, beginning of shift, we know we do our pre-task plan. And I want to encourage you not to just sign these pre-task plan, but actually read it, discuss it with your team, go over it, check your work environment. The essence of the pre-task plan is to just kind of get us in that mind frame of staying safe. Because safety isn't just something we do real quick in the morning and then we work. It's something we incorporate. And then you have inspection during your pre-shift tasks. You inspect your tools, your work environment, your fall pro, your rigging, whatever needs to be have a inspection done on it. Remember to inspect your tools, your electrical cords. So then you have your during shift tasks. So just, be aware, safety is something we do all day. So just look around you, take time during the day to kind of slow down a little bit. You got a few minutes, you're waiting on the panel, you're waiting on something, kind of look around, look at your environment. Routine creates complacency. So taking that quick little break is how we kind of break our routine and we're able to stay safe. After you found a hazard, make sure you communicate and take corrective action when and where you can, but always communicate. And then you have your end of shift tasks, which is your housekeeping, clean up your area, store your equipment properly, and make sure you lock it up. And then finally, we meet at the shack or wherever we have decided, or your site supervisors decide to meet. Make sure we meet up. Make sure everyone gets off the site. We don't want to leave anybody behind. No one left behind. Okay, so moving on. You got your little file holders, your hanging holders here on the bulletin board. This is new. So on the right, you have your signage, and I have a little placard inside here that shows all the signage in there. You got your workers above, and we have a new design of the signage. Kind of looks the same. I kind of made them smaller, condensed them, took all the unnecessary, leaned them up. So you got danger, do not enter. You have your contact information, phone number, and then make sure you put the date of the date that you guys put it on there. It actually has the hazards lined out. So kind of new. We're doing the hanging with the Velcro. All right, you got your authorized use only. You have a class 2 laser. So make sure when we set up our lasers, like the bottom crew, make sure you have something out there that says, hey, this is a class 2 laser. You know, it's caution. It's not a danger. You don't have to keep them away, but just make sure you have that signage near your lasers. All right, and then the holder on the left, that has our safety documentation and training records. So as we orientate each of you internally, when you first come on the site, we'll go over our fall protection work plan, our site safety plan. I'll get your guys' signature on the Fall Pro plan, the ladder safety program. We have a LOTO program now where we actually are going to designate authorized users, affected persons are going to be trained as well. So bear in mind, that's where we keep all this documentation. I also have a placard there to kind of show what's in there. We keep our horizontal lifeline or Fall Pro roadmaps in there, fall clearance charts and the like. And look for those videos too as well. So anyway, that's our safety bulletin board. That's kind of how to navigate it. If you remember, if you have any questions, my number's on that board. Give me a call anytime. I'm here to help. I want to see you succeed. Talk to your site supervisor if you have questions about anything. And remember, if you have any ideas of things you would like to see on there, let me know right away. We're really interested in getting your feedback. So thanks, guys.